Hey guys, this is Sylvia from Bright Cherry. Great to see you today. If you are around and watching, just say hello and let me know where you're watching from, so that I obviously know that you're online and that you're tuned in. There is just a couple of things I want to share with you today, and it basically came from a discussion with a few people I had over the past week, and basically what we kept discussing. Hello, great to see you. Basically, what we kept discussing was customer experience and customer service. And the arguments that I keep kind of falling into over and over is that people keep saying that customer service and customer experience affects only people who are related in those kind of services. So they're either business owners, or they are customer service agents, or they are in some sort of customer service or customer experience profession. And I really thought about this for a while, and somehow from the beginning I felt that this is not right. Customer service really does affect everyone, but it took me a really while to really find out the core, why I think that, and why am I so passionate about that. So uh, and I perhaps the best way to explain that is to kind of tell you a little bit of a story about me. So I'm not sure whether all of you guys know, but my background is from Slovakia. So I was born and raised in Central Europe and moved to Australia literally just about 80 years ago, although I have lived in previous places before. But anyway, I left Slovakia for good when I was about 18, I guess, and I went abroad. But anyway, long story short, the point of that is that at the time when I was growing up in Slovakia, it was still a communist country. We were so-called behind the wall. Service was absolutely terrible. Everywhere the service was extremely poor. And mainly the reason for that was because there was no private ownership. So basically everything was owned by the state, and therefore employees were not privately employed, but they were publicly employed only. And therefore there was no incentive for a business to stay in business, or to produce more, or to have more customers, or to grow more. And therefore all of the services we would get were purely functional. So they were all based around the function as to serving, let's say in a cafe, food, and serving drinks. But it was kind of turned around from a completely opposite perspective. Rather than welcoming a customer and being happy that the customer is in, it was more around, well, you customer are hungry, and I've got the food and I've got the drinks, and therefore you need to be happy that I'm kind of here to serve you. So it was completely the other way around. Anyway, and as a result, obviously customer service was extremely poor. Customer experience was very poor. And what I've observed over time was that it was not basically impacting just economy, obviously, but it was impacting everyone. And from the point that if you walk into a cafe or a restaurant or whatever other business you walk into, and instead of a smile, or instead of that great experience that gives you that great feeling, somebody's cranky, or somebody yells at you, or doesn't really answer your question, or doesn't give you what you're after, it actually leaves you feeling kind of empty, right? It leaves you feeling unwell. It leaves you feeling that that basically that there could be more done for you to feel better, and therefore it impacts your day. And so what I've observed over time, back in Slovakia was that basically it was like a ripple effect. People were replicating that behavior, and whenever they got bad customer service and they got yelled at by the service agent, whether it was in public office service or whether it was in a restaurant or whether it was on a bus by a bus driver, it became a norm, and it became something people started to tolerate. And unfortunately, to the point that people were so tolerating it so much that they got used to it and basically were replicating that and passing that on to others. And basically that snowball effect continued so much that it impacted on how people started to treat each other, and of course it impacted lots of relationships. And so that, I guess, made me realize that deep experience over such a long time in Slovakia at that time really made me realize that customer service and customer experience is not just something that's affecting a day-to-day running of a business. It's not just something that's affecting somebody's job or a customer service agents or customer experience professionals, but it's really something that's affecting everyone. And the reason for that is because customers are just people who have feelings, and if we provide bad service, we leave them feeling bad. And of course, it then has a flow-on effect. It's got a snowball effect, and they will then leave somebody else feeling not great. And so, I'd like to invite you to imagine a world from a different perspective. What if you always got that great service? What if you were always a customer who got what they wanted and needed? How would you feel? How would that make your day better? What else would you be able to achieve? Would you feel really positively by doing that? Would you feel like you want to achieve more, you want to do more, you want to you perhaps want to do one more nice thing during the day, or perhaps it leaves you having more energy for the day because you don't have to deal with any complaints, but you can focus on what you have to do. So just really, I would like to invite you guys to imagine a world where customer experience is great and customer service is great everywhere, and just imagine that effect that it would have on you, on your customers, on your friends, on the people you like, on everybody around you. So guys, leave me a comment below. Let me know, have you perhaps had any great customer service experiences? Have you had any great customer experience that you would love to share and it really made your day, and what else did it impact beside that service? And on the flip side as well, have you perhaps had an experience that really was so negative that it impacted the rest of your day, and what did you do about that? So I'm really curious to hear your thoughts and learn from your experiences, guys. So share your thoughts below, and I'll chat to you soon. See you later. Bye.